Welcome, traveler. Today I'm going to be opening up this Edge of Eternities bundle. It's got a couple cool things in it, like these full art space lands, like no border lands. They're kind of cool. Got the spin down, a box, and a nice emissary escort foil, plus 9 booster packs. Should be getting into in just a second here. I can't wait to see some of the new cards coming out of this set, like the planet stations. Haven't seen any of those yet. I also open up videos daily from that play booster box back there. Been a lot of fun. Got some cool stuff in there. Check out the videos every day. And we got the, so we got some of the ships from the different types of aliens out there. And it'll tell you what kind of stuff's out. Some commander decks and whatnot. Those are pretty cool. And we got this nice box. Love these boxes. Always great for building and whatnot. Got a little security card and the dice. Galaxy dice. Love it with that little planet on there. Very cool. Got the cool texture on it, no matter which way you move it. All right. Got some punch outs. Want some little tokens. And we'll save the promo for last here. Let's get this back in. All right. Put this to the side for now. And got some cool lands in there we'll check out at the end. All right, so we got 5 and 4 here. Let's get to it. Get this out of the way. All right. I love all the little spacecrafts they came out with, and aliens, Kavus. Might make some commander decks out of some Kavus. Scrutiny Maw, the whale. Security. We got a worm. Lost in space. Torpedo, tractor beam, getting stuck. Ooh, we got him, and we got Endless Sands. One of the lands that come out in this set, you might get it in some packs. It's a land desert. You can tap for colorless, pay 2, tap, exile target creature you control, and then pay 4, tap, sack this land, return each card exiled with this land to the battlefield under its owner's control. Very sweet. I think I'm going to put this in Ketramos. Building that. It's been fun. And we got a loading zone. 4 mana, 3 and a green, enchantment. If one or more counters would be put on a creature, spacecraft, or planet you control, twice that many of each of those kinds of counters are put on it instead. And you can also warp it out for green, which means you can put this on the battlefield for 1 green mana until the end of the turn, and then it gets exiled and you can cast it on another turn later. And it can only be done at sorcery speed. But very sweet, cool doubler. Got the Uologist. Whenever creature you control with a counter dies, draw a card. And the nice foily island back here. Love all of the arts and lands in this. And we got yet another lander token. I don't think I've seen this one before. There's like 10, maybe 15 different types of landers. Very sweet to see this this land as well. All right, let's get to those next packs. Got a munitions token back here. The Sky Warden. Got the Grab Blade Heavy. Disaster. Banishing Light. Curiosity. Intervention. Wayfarer. The Harrier. All Fate Stalker. Cool Assassin. Storm. Halaya. A good include. Enters or attacks, put a counter on target creature. One or more counters will be put on a... Whenever one or more creatures you control with a counter on them deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. So you could have drawn up to 3 cards if you deal damage with a bunch of counter dudes. And we got Pain for All, 2 in a red, or enchantment. Enchant creature you control. When this aura enters, enchant creature deals damage equal to its power to any other target. Whenever enchanted creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to each opponent. I think I'm going to put this in the Deepest Might deck, mono red deck that just burns out your opponents. So if they block him, they all take the damage instead of just one person. And we got a nice, cool, full art mountain in the space, no border theme. Love the art on that. Wow. And station monitor lizard. Pretty funny. All right, great pack. God, the art on this is just incredible. I'm so happy I bought this. We're going to see all the different types of lands at the end. Stick around for those. See if we can get these next 7 packs. Got the Beckoner. You can warp it out for 2. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control, so you can maybe sack it and get it back out. Operative, Savior, Fungal Colossus, X Celesticast, or X the number of differently named lands you control. Okay. Sky Warden, Color, Nutrient Block, and Indestructible Food you can sack for 3. And when it goes to the graveyard, you draw a card. Cool. Got the Mechan, the Hymn of the Faller. Surveil 1, then draw a card, then lose 1 life. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell is warped this turn, draw another card for just 2. Surveil and draw 2 cards and lose a life. Not too bad. Tractor Redeem, Uologist. And we got Cosmogoyf, the Space Lurgoyf. Basically counts all cards in exile you own in exile. And his toughness is that +1. Very sweet in the Golgari colors. Got a Technician Forest and another lander. Sweet, not bad. Alright, let's see what we get here. Got ourselves a Human Soldier back here. And we got Dark Endurance. The Light Jammer can flash in and give something hexproof, and also +1/+2 later on. Got the Pilot, becomes tap Surveil 1, Crasher. The Plunge, Command Bridge, can tap a permanent. Comes in tapped, sack it unless you tap another permanent, and then you can tap it for any mana. Seems cool on budget decks. Fell the Lost. Fell Graveship, very cool artifact. Comes in and mills. You can get a creature or spacecraft from a graveyard to your hand. Honor. Sorcerer Speed, 1 mana. 1 white mana, put a counter on a creature and draw a card. For those those angel decks. Gotta love it. The Psychonist. Saw ship, a spacecraft with flying and haste, 6/5. And we got Emissary Escort, the 1 in a blue 0/4 robot soldier. This creature gets +X/+0, where X is the greatest mana value among other artifacts you control. Sweet. And we got the Torpedo and a nice foily plains back here. Loving the art on that too. With the lander. Sweet. Alright, let's get to it. We got 5 packs. Halfway done. Let's see here. We got a robot. And the Night Luminary. Blooming Stinger, Death Touch. Rager. Skittermaw. The Whale. You warp it for 2. Intervention. Wayfarer. Modifier. Get some first strike every turn. Vanguard. Dauntless Scrapbot. Going to put in Kitramos as well. Enters exile each opponent's graveyard and make a lander. So it can get you up there. Pull through the Weft. Return up to 2 target non-land permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Then return up to 2 target land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Wow, in mill decks, this could be pretty cool to get your stuff back and get your mana up a little bit more. We got the Might Form Harmonizer. I don't think I've seen this guy. 4 mana, 4/4, instant druid, landfall. Whenever land you control enters, double the power of target creature you control until end of turn. Warp it for 2 and a green. Tifa decks. Look out for Tifa decks. They're going to want this. Very sweet. And we got Rescue Skiff for 6. It's a flying creature if you can get 10+ counters on it. If you station it by tapping creatures and adding their power to give counters. Enters, return target creature or enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Resurrect something for 6 mana. It's kind of a lot. Island in the laner. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. Alright, let's see if we can get any mythics in this box. Come on. Let's see a planet or something. We got Relations. There's something back there. Skywarden. The Grabblade Heavy. Divert Disaster. Banishing Light. Fungal Colossus. The Mechan. Just a 2 mana dude that taps for red. Pretty cool. Got the Landfall. Whenever landers make a robot, you can put it on the battlefield for 2 mana. Pretty sweet. The Assembler. Artifact enters. Create a 2/2 robot. Only once each turn, though. Invasive Maneuvers. The Sentry. Ooh, we got Possibility Technician for 2 and a red. 3/3. Kavu Artificer. Whenever this creature or another Kavu you control enters, exile the top card of your library. For as long as that card remains exiled, you may play it if you control a Kavu. So as long as he's out, and you can warp him for 1 and a red to get him out on turn 2, you can play that card. So you could play that turn if you warp him, and then he'll get exiled and you can play him later, get another card exiled. So you could wait and play that later. Shattered Wings, and we got a nice foily full art mountain with the spaceship. Gotta love it. This is the thing of memories. Very sweet. Well, that was a very nicely arted pack. All right, let's see what we can get here. Ourselves a drone back here. Decode transmissions, the operative, savior, another nutrient block, crasher, radiant strike, torpedo, roving actuator, the elite, a mechan. Ooh, what's this? We got terrain generator. It's a land comes in untapped, taps for colorless. You pay 2, tap. You put a basic land card from your hand on the battlefield tapped. Okay. So it's gonna be getting you some mana every single turn for just 2. That seems pretty cool. And we got Starfield Vocalist for 4. 3/4 with Warp 2, so you can put it down for 2 mana. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. All right. So this is just Panharmonicon. Okay. All right. Oh, we got the Dawn-Sire foiled in the Mythic. Love this spacecraft. All right, let's grab a little sleeve for this. This spacecraft here is going to be 5 mana. Legendary artifact spacecraft station. Whenever you attack, so it's got station for 10 plus and 20 plus, so it doesn't become a creature. It would be a 20/20 flyer if you have 20 counters on it. If you tap a creature for, let's say they have 3 power, you add 3 charge counters to this. So if you can get 10 or more, whenever you attack, Dawn-Sire deals 100 damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. And then you can, if you do get it up to 20 or more, it becomes a flying 20/20. This can be your commander because it can become a creature. If there's a spacecraft out there that doesn't have a creature side to it, it can't be your commander. But any kind of legendary spacecraft can. Super happy to pull this. And the foliage too. Look at the art on that. Oh my gosh. I love it. And a Panharmonicon and a nice full land here. What can go wrong? All right. Well, sweet. We got ourselves the Mythic. Let's see if we can get this gravy packs here. Let's go. We got the Relic. And I like this card. The Light Blade. Got a green Pollinator. Bombard. Dark Endurance. The Light Jammer. Chrome Companion. The Best Boy. Larval Scoutlander. Emergency Eject. Destroy target online permanent. Instant speed. Its controller gets a lander instead of a creature. So Generous Gift. Or, not Generous Gift, but the one that makes a human. Non-land permanents. We got Tenuk. Like this guy, gonna make a commander deck out of him. 1 red and a green. 2/4 Kavu. He's got landfall, so whenever land enters, deals 1 damage to each opponent. If this is the second time this ability resolved this turn, draw a card. Get some card draw in the command zone for playing lands. I got Steam Swarm Operator. It taps for blue or blue. You can only spend this first one to cast an artifact spell, and you can spend the second one to activate abilities of artifact sources. Pretty cool. We got Sunset Saboteur for 1 and a black, a 4/1 with Menace. It's got Ward, discard a card, Human Rogue. When this creature attacks, put a counter on target creature and opponent controls. Okay, that's kind of a downside. We got Fungal Colossus and a nice full art Space Island. Gotta love that. All right, pretty cool. Last pack. Well, thanks so much for watching today, guys. If you liked the video, check out the daily ones whenever you get a chance. Ooh, we got a nice metallic sliver here. Love the art on that. It's just chilling in the bowl. We got the Pangolin. Artifact enters. Pay 1 if you do. Put a counter on this creature. Okay. The Beckoner. Relic. Light Blade. Pollinator. The Color. The Mechan with haste. Cerebral Download. Seville X, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Then draw 3 cards for 5. Okay. Alright. Tapestry Warden. Ooh, each creature you control with toughness greater than its power sounds combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Each creature you control with toughness greater than its power stations permanence using its toughness rather than its power. Very cool. Might consider this for Arcades. Very sweet for the Walls deck. We got the color. You cast this card from your graveyard using its warp ability. Okay. And then you can get it back again. Haven't seen this guy yet. And we got Secret Foundry. One of the legendary lands that come in untapped that's got mountain and plains in the text. As this land enters, you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. And we also got Emissary Escort again. +X/+0, where X is the greatest amount of value of other artifacts you control. The Technician and a Plains. Well, very sweet. We got a nice shock land at the end here. All right, let's take a look at those lands. I'll check out that promo first. Actually, let's see the non-foily ones first. See what we get. All right, so we got one of each, I believe. So we got the plains, the island, the swamp, the mountain, and the forest. Love the spacecrafts on those. Got 2 of the plains, the island. Love this island art. Can't wait to see it foiled. Swamps. This one also will be gorgeous. Love this one. Got this the other day. Very cool. The whole starry backlight is all foily. And the forest. All right. Let's take a look at the foliage. See what this promo is. Here we go. Oh, okay. So we got the Emissary Escort. Oh, man. So we got 3 of them this pack. It's very cool. I mean, if you're playing those big, like, Eldrazi decks where all your artifacts are 9-7 mana, this thing's going to be getting in. So, if you're playing the 5-color one, put this in. It should be fun. Let's see with the foliage on these. Got the plains again. Ooh, the island. The galaxies in the background there. The swamp. It's so sick. I love this. I think this one might be my favorite. And the forest. We got the plains. Super sweet. Oh, let's see it. Wow. It's gorgeous. Oh my god, that looks great. And the starry sky. Well, thanks again for watching, you guys. I appreciate you checking into the videos. And I'll see you guys in the next ones. Take it easy.